What's up, y'all? Today I'm going to teach you how to do the roll to blind. So basically, the tricks you're going to want to already know how to do before trying the roll to blind would be like a back roll, or for me, I prefer to do like a Mexican back roll. I do have this tutorial on my channel, just how to do a back roll. I do a Mexican version, and then also a heel side backside 180. Those two tricks are very, very key, and being able to do a backside 180 from like multiple heights, from really high or really low, and just having it really in control will really help a lot when doing this trick. Also, in this video, I am grabbing Indy. You don't have to do that if you don't want to. You can grab wherever you want, or you don't have to grab it all. I just prefer to grab Indy when doing this trick. It just seems to help me a little bit. When doing this trick at first, it's probably smarter to do it like smaller, so you don't have to wait as long to go to blind, because if you do go bigger, then you have to wait a really long time, then last second go blind, and it seems to be like a lot harder to land that way. But once you get better at the trick, you can start going bigger and bigger. But at first, I find it a lot easier to just keep it small, do a nice little small back roll blind. When doing this trick, the edge you're gonna wanna take is sort of like a mellow edge, like a small, like gentle-ish edge. If the kicker's pretty small, maybe you could edge a little bit harder, but for me, I like to just take a nice, mellow, small, gentle edge, and that should be enough. After you have done your mellow edge towards the kicker, last second, I personally like to drop my backhand. Some people like to have both hands on the handle, but for me, I'll drop my backhand and flatten off right before I get to the kicker. And as I'm going up the kicker, right before I get to the top, I'll sort of start throwing my body forward and looking under my front armpit to sort of initiate that back roll rotation. After you're about halfway to 3/4 of the way through the back roll rotation, you will start to come down from your back roll, and you'll still be looking underneath your armpit. So that's when you'll sort of spot the water. And once you have spotted the water, that's sort of when you can start initiating the backside 180-degree rotation. So once you see that water, you can be like, okay, it's late enough to start this rotation. You can start pulling this handle over to your lower back to make yourself rotate in that direction to do the backside 180. Now that you're coming down on your backside 180 rotation, just make sure you've done it nice and late so you don't slip over on your butt, and also make sure your chest is over your toes. Just bend your knees on impact and ride away. A pretty big mistake I see a lot of people make whenever they're trying to do the roll to blind would basically be like chucking the flip like super hard, or trying to go super big because they feel like they don't have enough time to do that backside 180 before they land. You definitely have plenty of time to do a backside 180. As long as you can already do a back roll, you should have that time to do the backside 180 before you land. If you are trying to chuck it super hard or chuck it really big, then you will end up sort of slipping on your butt every single time. So yeah, just kind of be a little more gentle with it, I guess. One thing that I personally like to do to make this trick a bit more consistent, especially since like I'm not very good at back rolls, I like to sort of underflip my back roll, then go to blind. Then that whenever I do the backside 180 rotation will sort of almost help me finish out the flip. And also if you underflip slightly, then you will end up more on your toes and not so far back on your heels, and you won't end up slipping back. I'm just gonna give you a quick little summary of the entire trick. Basically, you're gonna do a nice, gentle, medium to smallish edge. You're not gonna have to edge super hard to do this. You're gonna edge on over the kicker last second. I personally like to drop my hand right before the kicker. You're gonna flatten off. As I'm going up the kicker, I will sort of throw my body forward and looking under my armpit at the same time to initiate that back roll rotation. After you get about 3/4 of the way through the back roll rotation, or maybe even halfway, you can keep looking under your armpit here. You'll spot the water. That's sort of when you're gonna wanna initiate that backside 180 rotation. So you're just gonna take that handle, pull it over to your lower back, try and just initiate that 180 rotation as late as possible. Try and get over your toes, bend your knees on impact, and just ride away. That's how you do the roll to blind. I do have a tutorial for the back roll and the backside 180 on my channel. If you guys want to check those out, it will help with this trick a lot. Also, if you have any questions on this trick, because I know it is impossible for me to explain everything exactly perfect in one video, just shoot me a question in the comments, or even film yourself doing the trick or attempting the trick, and then send me the video in the DMs. If you are having troubles, I will be very willing to help you out. I'll send you a message, I'll tell you what's up, and trying to get you to land it. Yeah, if y'all like this video, make sure you give me a thumbs up. Comment below on what kind of videos you guys want to see next, or what kind of tricks you guys want to learn next, and make sure you guys subscribe. I'll see y'all next time. Peace.